cannot be that kind of child that will not be responsible at home, but you are responsible in church. Some of us, your parents are not even Christians. So that even made it worse because they don't understand what you're saying to them. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith Akoyi and I'm so excited to have you here. Growing up, I usually have this thought that my mom didn't like the idea that I was a Christian. And I know that my mom was a child of God. I know that she had that relationship with God. But I didn't understand why she was always opposing the fact that I go for programs, opposing the fact that I go for rehearsals, opposing the fact that I attend, church meetings and all. And I would just sit down and think that, is it that this woman does not like this idea of me being a child of God? Until later I realized that the reason why my mom was always like that was because I felt that because I was a Christian, they should understand. I will not do my house chores. I will not take up responsibility as a child. I forgot I was still under authority. I forgot that regardless of my walk with God, regardless of the excitement and the fire that I felt that I had then, I was still a child under authority. And I know that there are so many teens, young adults, or just maybe people that are just accepted Christ, and the excitement and the burning is there, but you forget that you're a child under authority. There is a way we can go about this Christian walk wrongly. There is a way we can get overly excited in this our newfound relationship in God wrongly. We forget that in as much as you're a Christian, in as much as you're burning for God, you are supposed to be responsible at home. In fact, your work with God is supposed to reflect in how you do things with people. I mean, you are not dealing with spirits. You are dealing with humans. You cannot tell me that you are now a child of God. You are now a Christian and not do house chores at home and not show up for your parents when they need you. You cannot tell me that because you are now a Christian, you are fasting day and night, you lock yourself up in the room and not do what you're supposed to do. Yes, you will definitely get oppositions. And hear me, that opposition is not from the pit of hell. The opposition is supposed to make you know how to balance these things, how to balance your work with God and what you should do at home. When I realized that, what was causing this opposition was because I was not doing what I was supposed to do at home. For every time I need to show up, for every time I need to fast and pray, I'll make sure that I have done everything I need to do at home, that my mom will not have reason to be angry, my mom will not have reason to stop me. And when she realized that, I understood what she was saying, she never stopped me again. And this is me reaching out to every teen out there, every young adult, everyone that is under authority, and you feel like your parents should understand that you're a Christian, you have to show up for meetings, you have to be in church 7 days a week. My heart is reaching out to you, and I'm out here to encourage you that there is a way you can go about it. There is a way that you need to balance this thing. You cannot be that kind of child that will not be responsible at home, but you are responsible in church. Some of us, your parents are not even Christians. So that even made it worse because they don't understand what you're saying to them. And your life is supposed to reflect Christ. Your life is supposed to reflect that fire that you've caught. So understand that you are still a child under authority. Also, I know some people that your parents have sent you to school to read your book, to focus on your book. Maybe while in school you encountered God, you became, a fellowship executive, a mama, a papa, a general secretary, and you leave the reason why they sent you to school to say that because you are now an ESCO, you are now an executive, you stop being responsible. You stop showing up for class. You stop reading your book. You stop going for tutorials because your parents should understand you are now an ESCO. Hello, the reason why they sent you to school is for you to pass. Is for you to read. So God has given you that opportunity to serve in your school fellowship. Also, would teach you how to balance it. You have to learn to balance this thing. It is shameful, it is disappointing for you being a president of a fellowship, for you being an ESCO, for you being a dedicated member of a fellowship, and you are failing in your schoolwork, you are failing in your academics. It is not something that is good to know. It is not something that should be seen with you, because We as Christians are supposed to be excellent driven. So you should be able to balance this too. If you know that you do not have the capacity to balance, it's better not to become an ESCO and face your book. Because the reason why you are sent to school is for you to read your book, not to become a papa and a mama. I mean, imagine a papa and a mama having an extra year. It's not something that is beautiful. But if you can learn how to be balanced, if you can learn how to show up for class, if you can learn how to show up at home, and how to, it does not stop your walk with God. That 1 hour, that 2 hours, that 3 hours that you're giving to schoolwork, that you're giving to, attending to your responsibility at home does not stop you from being that child of God. Even God has not called us to be disobedient to our parents. God has not called us not to show up, not to take up responsibility. And today I just want to read the scripture with us. Titus chapter 1 verse 16. It says, they claim to know God, but by their action they deny him. There is a way we can deny God by our actions. There is a way we can deny God by indiscipline. There is a way we can deny God by not being responsible. There is a way we can deny God that not having the emotional intelligence to know that, oh, this is how I'm going to relate with my parents. I'm supposed to respect my parents. I'm supposed to show up when they need me. I'm supposed to do my house chores. I'm supposed to show up in class. I'm supposed to show up at my work. By their actions, they deny him. They are detestable. They are disobedient and unfit for doing anything good. Christianity does not give room for irresponsibility. Christianity does not give room for indiscipline. Christianity does not give room for laziness. You have to show up. As much as you show up in the things of God, you have to show up for the things that are around you. I've done a video here and I talked about how many Christians are Christians, but they are lazy at their job. Maybe the reason why you are getting that opposition from your boss, maybe the reason why you are getting that opposition from your parents, maybe the reason why you are getting the opposition from your lecturer is because you are not doing what you're supposed to do. You should learn balancing and don't tie it around because I'm now born again. I'll lock myself in the room and not do my chore. I'm not do my work. I'm not show up for school. I'm not show up for classes. No, that is a wrong way to born for God. So I'm encouraging you today to do right. Do right by God. Your work with God is supposed to reflect in your day-to-day activity. Your parents should see you and know that, yes, I'm excited and my child is burning for God and she's also being responsible at home. Yes, there are so many people, there are so many good examples of people that become executive in schools and are still winning on the other side. They are still there, their academics, they are thriving. So they are examples of people like that, and you can be that example. You should show that, yes, I'm a child of God, but I'm also responsible at home. I'm a child of God, I'm also responsible at my schoolwork. I'm a child of God, I'm also responsible at work. And when you do that, one way or the other, you are reflecting Christ well. You are reflecting Christ right. Check yourself and make sure that your walk with God is right. You are doing right by God, and you are doing right by those, people that God has kept as authority over you.